Welcome back everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can do the follow-ups. So a lot of you have been asking me how we can do the follow-up if a person is not replying to our messages or if they are not clicking on the buttons. So this is one of the sample flow. Here you can see this is the first message where bot is asking for the username. When the person will reply to this message, then WABB will send them this message with the three buttons. When they click on either of these buttons, this is the final message. So let's see how we can do the follow-up. So here we have used user input element. As you can see, this is the input we have used to ask the question. So in this case, you will see there is this connection point which says if contact has not responded. So we will simply use this connection point. So let's add another send message block here, and we will connect it with this connection point if contact has not responded. Let's click on this, click on input, and let's add the follow-up message. So let's add this message. Hey, are you still there? Please enter your name so I can help you further. I'll keep the reply type as full name, same as the previous message. And don't forget to connect this block to the next message so that once the person will reply here, then the following message can be triggered. Now you might be asking after what duration this message will be triggered. So we need to define that duration here in the first block. Let's click on this block here, click on choose field, and then here we can select the time interval. So let's say I want to send this follow-up message after 20 minutes of inactivity. So if a person is not replying in 20 minutes, they will get this message. Once they reply here, then this message will appear here. So follow-up is very easy if you're using this user input element in the send message block. But what if we are using buttons? How we can do the follow-up? So in this case, we're gonna use tags and the condition block. So first thing, we need to create the tags. So where we create tags, we go to settings, and here in the data, we have tags. Here you can click on create new tag and create a tag. I have already created like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 for this demo purpose. So let's go back to flow, open the flow. This is the place. So what I'll do, I will disconnect these connections and I will add one action block here in between. I will connect it, all the three buttons to this action block. And I will connect this action block to the last message. I will click on this action block in the left side, click on add action and add tag. Let's give them a tag. I'll call them stage 1. So what will happen now? Whenever they click on either of these buttons, WABB will give them a tag stage 1 in the backend. We're going to use this tag for the follow-up. How exactly? Let's add a delay block. So this is the delay block I will add here, and I will add this to the connect block. And we need to select the time interval for the follow-up message. So let's say maybe 30 minutes. Let's add a follow-up message for 30 minutes in this case. So after 30 minutes, we can check whether this tag is applied to a person or not. If a person will click on the either of these buttons, they will get a tag. If they will not click, they won't get the tag. So this is gonna be the logic. So let's add another block called condition block. Let's connect it with the delay block. Click on condition, click on add condition, click on tag. Tag is stage 1 and done. Here you can see in the condition block, we have two connection points. First is when this condition block is true. Second is when this condition block is false. So which we are going to use in this case? False one. Because if they will click on either of these button, they will get the tag. But if button is not clicked, then we are going to send them a follow-up message. So let's drag another send message block connected with the false. So if tag is not stage 1, we will send them a message here. Or maybe let me just duplicate this block from here and add it right here. And let me little bit change the content of this follow-up message. we can add like, hey, we are still waiting for your response. And this could be the message. And if they click on either of these buttons, then we can just send them back to this flow, or maybe we can just duplicate it here and then we will join it with all the buttons. So this is how we do the follow up in case of button type message. So if user will click on the button, they will get a tag and they will get this message immediately. But if they have not clicked on this button, then after 30 minutes, in the condition block, WABB will check if the stage 1 is applied. If this tag is applied, well and good. If not, then we will send them this message. If they click on these buttons, this will be the final message. Similarly here, now you can see that we have one button called book a demo. So we can give them another tag here. So if a person who will click on this button book a demo, we can give them a tag. Let's give them stage 2. And again, if a person will not click on this book a demo, they will not get this tag. So we will use the same logic here. Let's add a delay option here. Let's give a delay of this time maybe of 15 minutes. And again, we will add one condition block. And this time we will check for this stage 2 tag. So click here and search for tag stage 2. If stage 2 is not found, then here I'll just duplicate it and I will add this to the false connection point here. Maybe we can change the message a little bit. I will add last reminder and click on save, and this is your message. So our follow-up flow is ready. Once again, if a person is not replying here in the first case, they will get the message after 20 minutes. This will be the message. Then they will get this message. If they are clicking on these button, well and good, this message will be delivered. If not, then after 30 minutes, WABB will check for this tag. If this tag is not found, this follow-up message will be triggered. Similarly, in the last message, if they click on book a demo, they will get a stage 2 tag. But if they have not clicked on it after 15 minutes, WABB will again check for this tag. If this tag is not found, this will be the final message. One very important thing which you should be aware is about the 24-hour messaging window. So whenever user is sending you a message, you can send any message within 24-hour customer service. So during this window, you can continue the conversation using the regular messages. So all these are the regular message. But if you want to send a reminder, let's say after 24 hours, in that case, it has to be a template and not a regular message. So let's say after this message, you want to send another message after 2 days, for example. So here we will select days and then we can select 2 days and we will add another send message block. In this case, when you click on this send message, you cannot use within. It has to be a template because the service window, messaging service window is only open for 24 hours for regular messages. So if you want to send a follow-up beyond 24 hours, you will click on outside and then you will need to select template, meta approved template. So you will go to settings, go to message templates, you will create a template. I have created one, this one called reminder, a message like, hi, this is a reminder message to book your appointment. And then there is this button, book appointment. We need to wait till this template is approved. Then we'll go to flows. Let me open that flow again. So here in this case, make sure if the message is beyond 24 hours, it has to be a template. Once that template is approved, you will simply select that template here. One more important aspect here is, since we are doing follow-ups, so make sure your follow-ups are not very aggressive, because when you send too many messages, sending repeated messages when the user is not responding, can increase the chances of user just ignoring your business messages, or even blocking your number, or reporting your message as spam. And this can negatively impact your WhatsApp account quality rating. So if you go to settings here, you will see your quality rating, for example, which is green. But if you do aggressive follow up, maybe a lot of follow up, then it can negatively impact your WhatsApp account. So hope this was clear. This is how we do the follow-ups using tags, delay block, and condition block. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comment section. Thank you so much.